A mind-bending reality check. Are we living in a simulation? What if everything you see, feel, and experience, your entire existence, is nothing more than an advanced computer simulation? What if your thoughts, emotions, and even the laws of physics themselves are just lines of code running in some ultra-advanced supercomputer created by a higher intelligence beyond human comprehension? Sounds like science fiction, right? But what if I told you that some of the greatest minds in science and philosophy, Elon Musk, Nick Bostrom, and even the legendary physicist John Wheeler, have seriously considered this possibility? Today, we dive deep into the simulation hypothesis, one of the most mind-blowing and paradigm-shattering theories ever proposed. By the end of this journey, your entire perception of reality may never be the same again. The birth of the simulation hypothesis, the idea that reality is an illusion, is not new. For thousands of years, ancient philosophies and spiritual traditions have suggested that what we perceive as reality is merely a veil covering something deeper. Hinduism speaks of Maya, the grand illusion that tricks us into believing in the physical world. Plato's allegory of the cave describes people chained inside a cave, mistaking shadows for reality. René Descartes questioned whether an evil demon was deceiving us, making us believe in a false world. But in modern times, the theory took on a new life with Swedish philosopher Nick Bostrom. In 2003, Bostrom published the groundbreaking paper, Are You Living in a Computer Simulation? In it, he presented a logical argument that forces us to reconsider everything we know. According to Bostrom, at least one of the following must be true. 1. Civilizations like ours never reach a stage where they can create highly advanced simulations. 2. Civilizations do reach that stage but have no interest in running simulations. 3. We are almost certainly living in a simulation. Think about it. If a civilization ever becomes advanced enough to simulate consciousness, they wouldn't just create one simulated world. They'd create billions. And if that's the case, the odds of us existing in the one true reality are close to zero. Scientific clues. That hint at a simulated universe, the idea isn't just philosophy. There's actual scientific evidence suggesting that our universe might be artificially generated. 1. The pixelation of reality, Planck length. In video games, everything is made of pixels, tiny dots that create the illusion of a seamless image. Now, what if our universe has its own pixels? Physicists have discovered that space itself is not infinitely smooth. There's a smallest possible unit of distance called the Planck length, 1.6, 10 to 35 meters. Nothing can exist between these points. It's as if reality has a resolution limit, just like a computer-generated simulation. 2. The mathematical structure of the universe. Renowned physicist Max Tegmark proposes something even more shocking. The universe doesn't just obey mathematical laws, it is mathematics. The golden ratio, pi, Fibonacci sequences, and quantum probability distributions all suggest an underlying mathematical framework. If we were in a simulation, wouldn't it make sense that reality is fundamentally coded in numbers? 3. Quantum weirdness, the double-slit experiment. The double-slit experiment in quantum physics might hold the key to proving we live in a simulation. When unobserved, electrons behave like waves, existing in multiple places at once. But the moment they are observed, they snap into a definite position. This is eerily similar to how video games work, rendering only the part of the world the player is looking at to save processing power. Is the universe doing the same thing? Glitches in the matrix, strange anomalies that defy logic. If we are in a simulation, could there be glitches, anomalies where the code malfunctions? Harter 1. Déjà vu, a system reset. Ever had the feeling you've experienced a moment before? Some scientists speculate that déjà vu might be a momentary reset in the system, like when a video game lags and replays a scene. 2. The Mandela Effect, false memories or parallel simulations. Large groups of people remember historical facts differently. Many recall Nelson Mandela dying in prison, which never happened. Some remember the Berenstain Bears, but it's actually the Berenstain Bears. Are these memory errors or glitches in the simulation? Could we be shifting between parallel versions of our reality? 3. Time slips and anomalies. There are cases of pilots, travelers, and scientists experiencing time distortions, where minutes or hours vanish without explanation. Some claim to have seen entire landscapes change in an instant. Is the simulation momentarily rewriting reality? Who or what created this simulation? If we are in a simulation, then who is running it? Here are some possibilities. 1. A future human civilization. A post-human society, thousands or millions of years ahead of us, might have created this simulation to study their ancestors. Just as we create simulations of the past, a future AI-driven civilization could be doing the same. 2. Alien superintelligence. What if an advanced alien species created this simulation as an experiment? Perhaps they are observing how intelligent beings evolve under different conditions. 3. The divine programmer. God as a coder. What if God isn't a bearded figure in the sky, but a cosmic programmer? Many religious traditions describe creation through words, sound, or thought, much like coding a simulation. Could miracles, divine interventions, and even karma be pre-written rules within the system? Breaking out of the simulation. Can we escape? If we are in a simulation, is there a way to break free? 1. Understanding the code. If reality is programmed, we might one day discover its source code, the fundamental laws that define it. Advanced AI and quantum computing may help us uncover the back door to our existence. 2. Consciousness as the key. Some spiritual traditions suggest that awakening human consciousness can reveal the nature of reality. Buddhist monks, ancient mystics, and even quantum physicists suggest that reality is a projection of the mind. If we realize it's an illusion, can we rewrite the code? 3. Contacting the creators. Could we send a message to the beings running this simulation? Some physicists believe that creating an intentional cosmic anomaly, a signal unlike anything seen before, might attract the attention of the programmers. What if this is true? If the simulation hypothesis is real, everything changes. Our sense of identity, our purpose, and even our free will might not be what we think. But does that make life meaningless? Absolutely not. In fact, it gives life a whole new meaning. We have a purpose. Simulations are created for a reason. Our actions still matter. Just like characters in a game, our choices shape the outcome. We can push the limits. If reality is programmed, could we learn to bend the rules? Maybe, just maybe, the final test of this simulation is for us to realize it's a simulation. So what do you think? Are we living in base reality, or are we just characters in an elaborate cosmic game? Let me know your thoughts and stay curious, because the universe is far stranger than we could ever imagine.